Okay, everybody, I'm about to give you a room tour for 2016. So, hope you guys enjoy it, and you might see some things have indeed changed. And as you can see, indeed things did change. As you notice, as soon as we walk in, it might be a little tight walking in and all that right now, but as you notice as we walk in, what used to be over there is now here. This is the, trying to see what the name of it is, well, you see the name there, the 5-drawer tower. It used to be over there next to the desk, but now it's over here. Basically, last week or so, I decided to switch things up. Basically, I'd had it in my mind for some time that I wanted to switch up the room a little bit, and because I knew, in a sense, I had more space. But what was crazy is I had my bed over there. I had my bed there, and even though you would think, well, that still could give you space, it could, but not technically. You see, my desk was inched over just a little bit on that direction. So, but anyway, as we come in here, as you can see, it is a little bit more spacey. It is a little bit more spacey, if you will. You can actually walk a little bit better. Put these right here. But like I said, you can even walk a little bit better. And there are some things still on the ground here. But like I said, you could walk a little bit better. You could actually see the floor. And it's a lot easier for me now with the futon. Now, interesting thing about that is when I moved it over here, I'm not going to lie, it was very hard and very complicated. As a matter of fact, this became a victim. That's right. This here is kaput. The tower and everything still works, but what I have to do now is get a new monitor, maybe something like that, to put in its place, so that I can have that computer again. But until then, I have the notebook, which is good as well, and I might look into another one down the line. But as we could see, it wasn't really easy for me to get all this going, because basically I was by myself, so I basically moved the futon as best I could. I mean, true, my calculations were off a little bit because I didn't realize, okay, I got to move this a little bit more to get it all in there, and that's what I had to do. I had to move the desk right to the edge here just to get my futon in there. Now, yes, it is close to the closet, but it's not going to hurt it. As a matter of fact, when I look at this, it actually makes the closet a lot more protected because, you know, we have, I mean, my mom, this is one thing my mom's worried about a lot, is the fact that we have nephews, grandsons, in her case, that when they get in the mood, they get a little wild. They get a little crazy. You know, so she doesn't want them to go, so she doesn't like them doing, like playing around at times, opening closets and all that. So something like with that there actually works. Now, again, like I was saying, the futon was not easy. It was easy to move. Well, not so easy, but it was decent enough to move. But the problem was, like I said, I had to move some other things just to get it to work. In fact, these hats I have up here, which I think I have to get a hat rack for eventually, kept falling to the end, falling to the back, and all that. So I basically did what I could, and thank God I was able to do what I did. I mean, I was asking God, I was asking the Lord, give me strength in doing this. And again, it was just something I wanted to do. I mean, the thing is, every now, I mean, I had my room, as you have seen it before. I had my room basically in a way that, um, basically the same way, in a way that you had seen numerous times, and basically the same way. I mean, you saw some of the videos I would take with this camera here, and how I would be sitting in this direction. That's basically what it was like. Now it's changed up to a point to where it's a little similar. It's not similar, but basically it's now different. So if I use this camera and I'm sitting on my futon, I'll be right here. So, but getting back to the tour here, like I said, I moved my futon here as well, and in exchange for moving it there, I moved, without moving any of them, I actually lifted them quite easily. Well, not easily, but just enough. I moved my DVD Blu-ray shelves over to here, and then the figures that I had once in here, which I could put back if I wanted to, are now up here, as you could see. They're now up here, which you could see displayed. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I basically moved it over to here because I felt like for someone was always telling me that, and I think even my mom, she didn't have a problem with it. The one thing that my mom, again, my mom didn't have a problem with it, so I pretty much figured, and I think she would agree with it, because even she notices it, my nephews noticed it, was there's a lot more room. Even when I fold the futon down, there's a lot more room. Like, it was meant, like a room like this was meant to have the bed in this direction, not this direction. So that's what I did. So basically that's how I changed things up. Now, as you can see, I could sit down and I can actually play games or video or watch movies or whatever, and I'm right here on my futon while I'm doing it. So it's really nice. And like I said, I moved everything over to this direction. What was it again? Oh yeah. I actually moved stuff in this direction, the movies and all that. I even was able to finally have a place for my games, as you can see down here, as well as have a space for my tripod and all that, which ironically, I noticed last night when I put my futon down, doesn't move that much. It really doesn't move. Now, what was interesting about this too is, as you can see down here, and we'll slowly try to get into that, the plug here, originally it used to have an orange plug it was connected to. The reason for that was I had some other stuff connected. What I had connected, I think, was mostly my computer. It was something I had connected. Well, basically what it was is I kept having a little bit of problems. You see, even when I took that plug and put it to the top still, I kept having problems of it coming loose. So something told me, put it to the bottom, see what happens. I put it to the bottom, it's been fine. Nothing has been knocked down or anything. And what I mean by knocked down is when I would used to have the orange plug there, as well as, my futon at times on this side, there would always be this chance, if not most times, but every now and then, the orange plug would come loose. And sometimes it would result in that, going off and everything basically in the house connected to it going off as well. But thankfully, I now have a solution to it. It's a lot easier. Now you might say, well, what did you do with the orange plug? Well, the orange plug is one of those orange extension cables. And if you can see down here, this is where it's at. Now you might say that's a lot of wiring, Brian. Yeah, but it's a lot better. And yes, that is a speaker down there. I gotta reach and get that down, sometime down the line, but it's okay. And there are some other things back there too. So, but not so bad. But anyway, the point I'm trying to say is, the point I'm trying to say is, I did all this. I did all this last week. Now, as you can also see, I also finally, I did more than just change things up. I did a few videos on this. I also developed through downloading, and you can see it on the videos, I mentioned it there, through downloading and all that, I was also able to, and I bought frames for them, get poster size 11 by, I think the 18 by 24 inch poster versions of issues of the Sonic the Hedgehog comic book. Like, this is the Guardians variant for 283. That's the 6th variant cover for I think you can see that's the 6th variant cover for Sonic Universe 75. That is the promotional one, not like that. Not like that. Not like this one. But this here is the promotional one. It says Return of the Freedom Fighters and all that. Up here is something that you could find on, I guess, SaturdayMorningSonic.com. SaturdayMorningSonic.com. And then down here is all the interchanging. Basically, these are all the connecting covers for the upcoming Panic in the Sky. And then behind here, we have a more poster-sized version of that, of the Saturday box set cover. And then over here, I was finally able to get a frame for my Transformers poster, even though it's a 28 by something frame, and I should have got a 26 one. It still works out very well, because there are those that I've watched videos of that have similar posters put in similar frames, or in bigger frames. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this room tour for 2016. My battery's about to die here, so let's see if I can try to get one more tour in here just in case. Yeah, you can see in here, this is all changed up too. So, and then down here as well, a little changed up. And then over here, of course, some things are changed up as well.